fucking yeah. Anyway, what about you? What you got? Some Luigi?
I mean, I'm trying to it's funny. I mean, the stuff you guys talked about is all stuff that got me excited. I feel like I'm missing stuff, but yeah, I was pretty hyped on that Nintendo Direct, man. And I'm Luigi's Mansion 3. Yeah. I am so excited for.
Yeah. It looks so cool.
I am so excited for that game. I love the way. I love the aesthetic. Mm-hmm. It looks so awesome. There's something about that game. I think it kind of is near and dear to me because of it being on the GameCube. And that was a really cool game on the GameCube. And then the game on the 3DS is fucking awesome. I was having so much fun playing that game. I never beat it. I wish I did. I don't even think I went as deep into it as I should have because it was fantastic. And then I think I was at a point where, people would joke about, Luigi's Mansion 3. That I actually never even thought of it being something that would happen. Yeah. Because they just are just and so the fact that it is, I mean, just that whole title screen just gets me. It looks
the 3
cool.
looking like the ghost.
Just all of it, the background, all of it. So I'm really hyped for this game.
Do you remember the backlash on Luigi's Mansion when it came out? Everybody was so upset because a mainline Mario game didn't launch with the console.
Yes, actually, I do remember. I was totally fine with it though. I thought this game was fun. I thought that game was fun.
It was great.
I liked that game. But yeah, I do remember that now.
And then how upset people were when the Mario game they got was Sunshine, which is not a bad game. No. Stop it.
It's not. Yeah. It's still Mario in every sense of the word. Just people are upset about the fucking the water thing on the back or whatever.
Fucking Luigi, man.
Yeah, dude, just all of it. I think this game looks so good. Most people that I've heard that have played it, I've come out of it being like, wow, I really can't wait for this game.
Do you think they had Luigi as an assist trophy in Smash?
Probably. He's gonna be in Smash at some point. He has to, but
if that motherfucker makes it as a main character before Waluigi, I'm gonna be so pissed.
How is Waluigi not a main character? That is pretty insane. Is Waluigi their how are they related?
they're like the Bizarro versions of each other.
I guess that's just all it is.
Yeah, the evil Mario and evil Luigi.
Yeah.
Anyway, that Luigi's Mansion looks so cool, man.
It looks awesome. The trailer and the Haunted Mansion sounding sort of voice. Oh,
when 2 came out on DS, I was like, I want to play that game. Fucking Luigi.
I remember the thing that I kept saying and still with what you're talking about when I was playing that game. What was it called? I think Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon or something. I think that's what it was called.
Yeah. Dark Moon, I think. Right.
Yeah, I think it was called that. But I remember talking about it on the show, and the thing that I just kept saying is it just felt like it is Dark Moon. Felt like such a labor of love or something. I was like, man, it feels like so much heart and work was put into this game. And that's why I'm so excited for this one too.
Me too, dude. I'm super hyped about Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, it was funny. I'm like, man, did I just leave the Nintendo Direct being most hyped about Luigi's Mansion 3? Because, oh, fuck. I'm so excited.
I felt like that was going to be the thing for me. Not because I forgot about these other 2 games, but because I didn't think they were going to show any more. Uh-huh. But Astral Chain and Daemon X Machina, man,
yeah, those look really cool.
Put them in me, right now. Please.
I watched some gameplay. I just love the way this looks. Oh, my God. I watched some gameplay of Astral Chain. And that actually got me more on board than any trailer ever has. I feel like the trailers
did they show some more? Did they show more gameplay during the Treehouse?
Dude, the Treehouse stuff is so good. You have to watch the Treehouse stuff. They were showing. I love the Treehouse stuff. They honestly show off levels. It's so good.
Did you watch Justin's video that I sent you?
Not yet.
Oh. Yeah, because she kind of walks around.
I was in the middle of watching
all
something.
The Nintendo stuff because she's a big Nintendo fan too, and she played some of the.
Yeah. I will watch it
stuff.
Doug Bowser is my dude, man.
Yeah, man.
That intro was fucking great.
I put that on my list because I specifically wanted to that was the most fun thing they've done since the Puppet Direct.
Yeah.
That Direct where there was it Reggie, Miyamoto, and Iwata. That it's such a long shot of those puppets walking down the hallway, and it's one of those things where it's this is funny, and then it stops being funny, and then it's funny again, and I really felt like this was the most fun Direct since that, 4 years ago. Or
it was really good. And it's cool.
The whole introduction, the picture of him of his desk, and if you look in the corner, plushies of Mario and Luigi are tied up on a shelf. Like, just the whole, they know. And the whole vibe is just perfect.
Yeah, it really is.
But yeah, man, I like you, came out of the Nintendo Direct, not because I was most excited about everything they showed, but I was just most excited about the vibe of that Direct.
Yeah. It was really good, man. And you just know that there's more coming. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Like, it's funny, like, this E3, I'm excited for all the big games that we're talking about. Like, but there's a lot of indie games that are coming that I'm excited about. Like, there's a lot of games in the kind of funny indie showcase that I'm like, man, that looks really cool. Like,
I got super excited because I found out that Minecraft Dungeons is coming to all consoles.
Switch, yep.
And so is Psychonauts 2.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
That's coming to the Switch too?
No, it's coming to PS4. Yeah, I thought it was going to be an Xbox One exclusive because they bought Double Fine.
It'll come to the Switch itself.
Because it didn't have a publisher. Psychonauts 2 didn't have a publisher, so I assumed that because it didn't have a publisher and Microsoft bought the studio, that it would just live there. But Psychonauts 2 is coming to PlayStation 4. The Witcher 3 on Switch, dude.
Yeah.
That is going to be a weird undertaking for that group, that studio that's been working on it. I hope they put a lot of love and care into it because it runs like shit on Xbox One and PS4.
Yeah.
I watched Digital Foundry did a breakdown of the gameplay footage they did show.
Yeah.
And against the same footage from PS4. And remember I was telling you I was really worried about ports now because of the way Saints Row 3 came out and because of the way that Assassin's Creed 3 came out. This is probably the most palatable looking concessions I've seen in a port.
I've heard a lot of good things.
Based on the stuff they showed that was in engine.
Yeah. Against
the PlayStation 4 stuff in that same engine. It feels like, this is going to be a completely viable version of The Witcher 3 to play.
Yeah, and maybe that's the way, because maybe this is the way that I consume that game, just the fact that I could pick it up and play it whenever I want to.
Yeah.
You know, like wherever I am. I'm interested. Because I've talked to you about it. I've always been kind of loosely interested in wanting to buy the game, and I've never dove in.
I tell you about it, and you're like,
I've never dove in. You've kind of scared me away a little bit with like how clunky the gameplay can be.
I still put like 15 hours into that game. That's nowhere near completion or anything like that. But I lost myself for 15 to 20 hours in that game and really enjoyed it. Even though, again, so like I always bring up Red Dead 2, where I always felt like I was fighting the controls for fun. I felt like I was fighting the controls in some sense, but when it was more movement and not like battle mechanics. Mm-hmm. When you're in battle, it feels good. But getting from point A to point B sucks in The Witcher. But battle, like being in a fight, feels fine. Everything about that feels fine.
Yeah.
The only thing I would suggest about you getting into it on PS4 instead of Switch is this is going to be $60 on Switch. I guarantee it. And you can get it for like $20 for the complete edition on PS4.
Mark it down. Let's see if Mike's guarantee comes true.
It'll be $60.
We'll see.
We'll find
out.
$60.
We'll find out.
Okay.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying we'll find out.
That's not a knock on Nintendo
because they're not setting the price.
Because they're not setting the price. But it will be $60.
We'll find out.
Okay. Because I think it's $30 on PS4 right now, but when it's on, you can catch it on sale for $20 regularly for the complete edition.
Yeah.
But yeah, Link's Awakening, dude.
I'm so excited for that too. Run that trailer.
I am. But I heard Giant Bomb saying like that. I know they have a couple months left.
Yeah, there's no. I heard that
frame rate was, and it wasn't just.
It's not just Giant Bomb. I heard the same thing.
The frame rate was bad for like. Yeah. In what Brad was saying is like, in places where it has no business being bad.
Right.
It's bad.
There's no way that is bad like that. There's no way.
But there would be a time where you would say there was no way Nintendo shows a demo like that of a first party.
God, that looks
right.
So
good. What I mean? True. But I'm going to do my guarantee. Your guarantee is $60 Witcher. I'm going to guarantee you that the game's going to run just fucking fine once it comes out.
Even, like, here's the thing. Even if it just runs at 30, that's fine. As long as it's constant. Mm-hmm. Because I'm not a frame rate guy. 60 frames. I don't care if I have a powerful PC and I can run things at 1,000 frames a second. That doesn't make me enjoy the game more. Yeah. The only thing that makes me not enjoy a video game about frame rate is when it dips so low.
Right. I fucking love this art. Sorry, I'm missing you, but this art style, like, can I just timeless.
Yeah,
like this
for
is
sure.
timeless. Can I go live here? Like it looks, man.
There's like a certain style to this that I just can't quite put my finger on.
Oh, I can nail it for you. It's claymation. It's Rankin Bass. It's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. It's like that. Frosty the Snowman. It's that.
It has it, but it still has
It
like
has
the
it, but
cartoon
digitized.
aspect to it too. Like
It's like digitized.
But the first thing I thought when I saw that was that stuff. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh
You're
my
right.
god, this is so good.
just the whole environment. Like I just that like we've talked about this so many times, and it's just like I'm excited for. So I'm absolutely excited for Cyberpunk. The people that made The Witcher made Cyberpunk. In case you didn't know, Rick.
yeah, it's kind of
Just so that's going to be a giant fucking massive game. I'm excited for that stuff, and like you see things like Death Stranding and all that stuff, but there's still like the part of me that like gets more excited about seeing things that look like this.
Borderlands is
the same thing.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'm just like, oh, here's another realistic fucking shooting game.
Yeah.
And it's just like I like the stylized stuff.
Yes.
And this looks fucking great. Luigi's Mansion looks fucking great. Borderlands looks fucking great.
September.
And it's usually those are the graphics that usually are the things that stand the test of time too.
I think the thing that helps Cyberpunk stand out is that because of like the whole
got a
neon
vibe to
aspect,
it, yeah.
it's not just here's a super realistic thing. It's also got a vibe, like you said, a vibe.
Yeah.
Like Rad, the Double Fine game Rad.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna be a game for me, but that game has a fucking vibe that I want in everything.
And that's kind of where I'm at. That's why I get so sucked into a lot of these indie games that come out, because I end up liking the look.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, man, that looks really cool. Because let's not forget, I mean, I play video games as an escape.
Yeah.
And playing a game that looks really realistic is still an escape, without a doubt. But sometimes I don't want to play something that just looks like the world around me.
Right.
You know?
Sometimes that can be cool because you have that moment, like, oh man, like in Grand Theft Auto, you have that moment of like, oh shit, that's Sunset. That's where the Tower Records used to be. That's that street.
Yeah.
That's Rodeo Drive. Like, that's the street, but it's not, you know?
Right.
And that's a cool thing. But when you get to escape from that and see something that's brand new,